In this video, I'm going to be breaking down exactly how I helped grow a YouTube channel from 16,000 subscribers to over 296,000 subscribers in just under 2 years. It wasn't in a niche like gaming, sports, or anything like that. It is in the most boring niche possible, life insurance. So if you're a business owner and you're doubting whether or not you can grow on YouTube, I got you. I helped build this channel while I was working for 8-figure entrepreneur Master Paula, who you might know as a right-hand man to Patrick Bet-David. Throughout our time together, it was the best time of my life. We got over 80 million views, got over 1 billion impressions, got to collaborate with people like Patrick Bet-David, Andrew Tate, Deion Sanders, Dr. Eric Thomas, Les Brown, Dave Meltzer, and the list just goes on and on and on. So I'm going to be giving you the game on exactly how you can implement something like this into your business in order to grow on YouTube. I hold nothing back in this video, and you can implement something today. And be quiet now so you can get to the value. Enjoy. For this YouTube channel, it's called 7-Figure Squad. There's a channel right here. I don't know if you've ever seen it or if you've ever watched it, but when I started on board, it was at 16,000 subscribers. And then in 2 years, we were able to scale to 296,000 subscribers. Now, how in the world? I basically went back and looked after I had a mastermind with Daryl Leaves. And for those of you who don't know who Daryl Leaves is, he is essentially, the easiest way to put it into context who he is, he's the guy that Mr. Beast, Mr. 100 million views a video, goes to for advice about YouTube, right? So he's that guy. In this day-long mastermind session that I had with Daryl Leaves with a couple of friends of mine, is he basically confirmed a lot of the things that helped our channel explode. And this channel was generating over 6 figures with only 100,000 subs, which is more than most YouTube channels. For you business owners that think I'm trying to flex, what that means is that YouTube sold to our audience over $200,000 worth of ads. What that means is that our audience was extremely high quality. In fact, the CPMs on our audience were as low as $9 per 1,000 views, as high as $99 per 1,000 views. Advertisers that are selling expensive things that only rich people can afford were willing to advertise on our platform for as high as $99, $100 per 1,000 views. So if you think that you can't build an audience that is high quality, that has money, that can buy your high ticket product, you're fooling yourself. And in this video, if you continue watching, I'm going to show you exactly how. First thing is having the right team behind the camera. You're in front of the camera. If you're watching this, you're the talent. You're the entrepreneur, you're the CEO, you're the founder. You run the ship. You pay the bills. You have a lot to worry about operationally, financially, emotionally, spiritually, mentally. The weight of the world is on your shoulders to perform. And the last thing you need to do is worry about managing a creative, a camera guy, a video guy. The last thing that you need to worry about. Reason being is because when you have the wrong team, I'll use an example here, which is an editor, just an example that everyone understands. If you have the wrong team, what ends up happening is that your message that has a specific target emotion, target objective, a specific person that it wants to hit, it has a specific tone that you want to have in each video, and a specific channel, right? Let's use YouTube, for example. If all of these aren't in order and aligned with your message, what's going to end up happening is that this is no longer a factor. It doesn't mean anything, and it waters it down, and you get miscommunication. And miscommunication is the biggest reason why most YouTube channels don't grow, because miscommunication, if you're miscommunicating what you want to say to your audience, you're screwed. It doesn't work. So essentially, it's the talent, you partnering up with the correct team, whether it's a video editor or whoever it is, in order to hit your target audience. The correct team essentially serves like this. This is you. This is a megaphone. This is the message, and it's your audience. What most entrepreneurs are doing, they're essentially, in order to give a speech to a crowd of 10,000 people, they're going to buy the materials to put together the megaphone, putting the megaphone together, and then using the megaphone, instead of just paying for the megaphone and just focusing on what you do best, which is creating content. And in doing so, this message, target emotion, objective, tone, and the channel in which you're communicating through, which is YouTube, will be able to be done correctly for that specific platform. But with YouTube, the absolute biggest thing, and this is very expensive advice from Daryl Leaves, the number one thing is the mission. What are you trying to do with your YouTube channel? The YouTube channel is just a means to an end for that. It is not the final destination. You don't want to just be reliant on your subscribers. You want YouTube to be the communication vehicle to fulfill a bigger vision, a bigger mission. If you don't have that, your YouTube channel, there's no chance. There's too much content that is mission driven and does have a vision behind it. There's too much content like that on the internet for people to take their time out of their day to watch your videos. that doesn't have a mission and vision, right? So you need one. If you don't have that figured out yet, YouTube is a daunting game and it'll take 6 months to grow without you seeing any results. Will you continue going on month 7? It depends on your mission and vision and how much you care about it. Double mic Ivan back. What I wanted to explain for this specific portion of the video, I didn't cover the mission and purpose of the YouTube channel that we were building or the mission and purpose of the business that was being built by Matt. Being in the insurance industry, Matt cares about using his business in order to bring financial literacy to underserved communities. I mean, he grew up in Chicago himself, so he knows what it's like to not have access to financial literacy. Furthermore, Matt is a man of faith, meaning that he views his business as another vehicle to spread the word of God. And he did exactly that. Why am I bringing all this up? Is because we integrated the mission and the purpose of his business into his YouTube channel. The YouTube channel was only a vehicle to deliver the message that he wanted to deliver. That is when we started making videos about faith-based finance, how to operate your finances as a Christian. Not only are we delivering financial literacy to underserved communities, but we are also doing so in a way that is faith-based in a Christian background. Because I believed in this vision so much, because I was so interested in it while building the channel, I bought onto the vision. That made me as a team member be irreplaceable and that much more valuable. If you have a mission and a vision for your YouTube channel, that means you have a mission and vision for your business. And if you have a mission and vision for your business, a purpose for your business that is much deeper than just money, you will get employees, editors, camera guys, whatever you may call them, this creative talent. If they buy into the vision, you will get the absolute best work out of them. 10 out of 10 times. Back to the video. That's the first thing, is the right team. In this case study, the right team is absolutely everything. If it does not work, if they're not able to help you communicate your message, it's not going to work. The biggest thing I see is these entrepreneurs, these founders are hiring creatives that don't know how to talk business. They haven't gone to school for it. You don't learn anything in school, but they haven't read any books. They haven't communicated. They haven't talked to anybody. They haven't taken any courses. Over the last 4 months, I've invested $30,000 of my own money into my own personal education so I can communicate with entrepreneurs at their level and talk business. If I couldn't do that, I wouldn't be able to help communicate their message. Number one. Number two, YouTube is all about the right idea. It is all about the right mission and the right vision that I just talked about earlier. That is the biggest thing. And let me break this down for you. The golden idea trifecta is this. It's finding what you care about. It's finding what the audience likes hearing from you. And then it's finding pop culture / what's trending. That is the absolute biggest thing. If these three don't combine, then you're not going to hit as wide of an audience as you would like, and you're not going to pop up in the recommended. The reason I say that is because I'm going to give you some game that goes against all of your marketing knowledge and all these gurus tell you about this. Your title, the keywords in the video aren't everything. They don't mean as much as you think they do. But they still matter. Don't get me wrong. They still matter. But they're not the number one thing that's going to cause you to go viral, right? What goes viral is the recommended every single time. You have to position yourself to be recommended as a watch next on YouTube or you won't grow. That's how you get this viral growth. Now, if you're able to do this, the way that you do it is you find what you like talking about. Let's say you're in real estate. You take what the audience cares about from you. Let's say you're, in this example for this YouTube channel, faith-based, very faith-based. Instead of real estate, I'll just do here's finance. Finance, faith. You combine that. The audience loved hearing a faith-based perspective from this YouTube channel right here, right? If you go to popular, which is the videos that I worked on, what's the most popular video? A Jesus video, right? Now, what's the key? What's the key here? Is tying it something that's in pop culture or trending online right now is combining these three. And when you do that, you get this golden middle right here, and you get that golden idea trifecta. And in order to do that, when you start doing that, I'm going to show you exactly how we did it for that YouTube channel. When you start doing that, you start popping up in the recommended. You start popping up on the homepage. And you want to rely on the Google's AI to push your video out instead of your amazing SEO. If you could spend 50% less time making the video and doing your descriptions and tags and titles and all that kind of stuff, and instead just make a video on the right topic, and you'll go 50 times as viral. That's how. All right, I want to mention something before I get flamed up in the comments. SEO definitely matters on YouTube, but for the conversion-related videos. You may also be saying to yourself, I don't care about views. I don't want 1 million views. I don't want 100,000 people watching my stuff. I want the people that matter. But the thing is, Just like in normal sales, you can't go straight for the kill every single time. You need content for people to get to know you, who you are, what you like. That's how you end up building a brand, and that's how you end up building that much more trust. Matt had people, by the time that they sat down in an appointment to buy insurance from him, they would ask him about his family because they knew about his family. They would ask him about the game last weekend because they also crossed over and followed him on Instagram and watched his stories. What people miss most of the time, and Hormozi covers this a lot, is that views don't only matter, sales don't only matter, but also the brand, how people feel about you and the goodwill that you have on the people that watch your content. Now, you can bring in all the views you want, but you also want to make sales. That is where videos that can convert are much more important, as long as you understand the goal for every video. Some videos you may want to get more views, to bring in new eyeballs. Other videos you may want to specifically make sales. Those videos, unfortunately, most of the time will not do as well views-wise, because in order to make a sale, you need to be talking about a very specific pain point and a very specific niche topic. However, if you're able to do the golden trifecta, you're able to knock out 2 birds with 1 stone. You can make videos that not only get a ton of views, but also help you convert a ton of sales. A beautiful example of this is the YouTube video that we did where he broke down the insurance contract that Waka Flocka used when he was talking on a podcast and went absolutely viral. That video not only integrated a viral clip that had people watching it and the recommended every single day, but that video also converted a ton of traffic. And by the time they sat down to buy insurance from Matt, they already understood how the product worked, tax benefits, how the 401k is not as good as life insurance, etc., etc., etc. Imagine your prospects sitting down with you on a call or across the kitchen table and already educating you on your product and service, all because they watched a video that went viral on YouTube. That's the power of YouTube content. So I'm not saying that SEO doesn't matter. I'm not saying that you should only focus on views and not sales. You need to do both. Yo, if you're watching this, hopefully you're getting some value out of it. If you want the PDF of which I'm explaining everything in this video, go to the description and it'll see claim your free PDF. You don't have to fill out a form. You don't have to opt in. Click the link and I'll send it to you. Let's get back to the video. I'm going to cover what is an example of this, how to cover it, and then how to find something trending, right? So first, how do you find out what you talk about? Remember how I said mission, vision, and purpose. That's the biggest thing. Let's say you, for example, you want to build a financial services company, which is exactly what this person was doing. If you want to build a financial services company, you need to talk in the niche of finance. But does that mean you sit down and talk about a 401k every single day? Absolutely not. If you want to build a real estate company, does that mean you have to talk about homes all the time or the housing markets or interest rates? No. If you're a lawyer, does that mean you want to talk about law and legal code 76 every single day? No. What you want to find is the lowest common denominator about your industry that other people can relate to. Meaning, if you're talking about finances, you want to talk about overcoming obstacles, weathering. You don't want to talk about market volatility. What about life volatility? What about going through tough times, right? Whatever aligns with your mission, that's the overall niche of that channel. Keep that in mind. The third thing is what your audience likes to hear from you, right? So in this case, it was a financial services channel, but they loved hearing the faith-based perspective on finance. The way that we found that out is because we were stuck at 16 to 20,000 subscribers for a really long time. And then boom, we did a series on finances and overnight, boom, 50,000 views. Like it was just exploded in views. Okay. How do you find out what the audience likes from you? Have you ever seen like a bat or a whale, right? They're blind. They can't see. So what do they use? They use something called echolocation. They put out a signal. They put out noise. They make noise, create content. The moment they get feedback, that's exactly when they go. For you, for echolocation, right? You make noise, you get no feedback. Should you go that way? No, right? For the animals, it's like there's an obstacle there and they'll run into the wall. For you, it's you get feedback, you go. Immediately, you triple down in that direction. And that's how you find out what your audience likes hearing from you. They'll like hearing different things from you. TikTok may like hearing about marriage from you, but absolutely hate your relationship content. Instagram may love your relationship content, but absolutely hate your finance content. You see what I mean? Different channels care about different things from you. Something I didn't mention in this specific point of the video was that not only do people receive the topics that you talk about differently on different platforms, but people also receive the style of video that you make. Gary Vee, for example, is an awful interviewer. he cuts off his guest every 30 seconds. But his rants, his iPhone rants, while he's traveling in the back of an Uber, amazing. Nobody can beat him. There's different formats and everybody has different strengths and different weaknesses. You need to find yours that resonates with your audience, whether it's a podcast, whether it's a whiteboard video, whether it's a case study, whether it's an interview, maybe you're a great interviewer. Whatever your content is that resonates with the people, double down in that direction and people will want more. Quick break. If you're still watching this video, it means you're a business owner who's interested in learning how to implement this strategy for your business so you can grow on YouTube. All you gotta do is go to the link in the description, watch a video on how it'll work, and I can show you how we can implement this system into your business. And don't worry, I'm not asking you to become an influencer. I'm not asking you to pay tens of thousands of dollars to an American editing team or for a ton of movie gear, this fancy camera that I have right now. It's simple, efficient, and will make you a lot of money. Back to the video. So, once you find what your audience cares about and you have what you care about, now you find out what's trending. I mean, right now you could go to Google Trends, look at exactly what's trending. You open up Twitter, you see exactly what's trending every single time. What do you see the most in your feed? Who is everyone talking about all the time? When you start combining this, you get something like this. He interviewed Deion Sanders about faith, 785,000 views. And every single time, this is why you want to do this. It's purpose driven, so it has the business aspect of it. It's audience driven. They love hearing the finance, and then it's pop culture. Deion Sanders is trending every other week right now. So every single time Deion Sanders goes viral, these videos pop up in the recommended feed. Every single time Deion Sanders says something, does something in real life, anytime Colorado plays, every single time that he has a rant on First Take or something, these get pushed. And that's relying on the AI. If you can crack that code on doing it for your channel, you will explode. Obviously, these are bigger names. You're like, that's a one-off. I don't know if I can get Deion Sanders on my podcast every week. Let me show you. We did this video about finances. You see how boring these taxes and all this kind of stuff that he was talking about is? Then why did it get 681,000 views? It's because we used a trending clip and basically reacted to it for 40 minutes. And he broke down the finances of a rapper. What's the number one type of music right now? Hip hop, rap, artists. So now you tap into the existing river of traffic that they have, right? You tap into that. And now you have your little video here in the recommended feed. And as the traffic continues flowing, you just have your little thing. And of course, you're going to get wet if you stand in the river. Duh. You're going to catch fish. So every time that Waka Flocka trends online, this video gets more views. Every time that DJ Academics trends, that video gets more views. We did the same thing for Andrew Tate. We did the same thing with Tristan Tate when he was trending more so than that. We did the same thing with Dame Dash, Yo Gotti. We kept going because we realized that the hip-hop industry and the music industry was absolutely, like, they're trending all the time. They're putting out albums. These people are putting hundreds of $1 million into promoting their album already. Why don't you tap into the traffic with your YouTube channel, right? If you're talking about relationships, why don't you relate it to that a little bit? And you may be like, because I don't like talking about that stuff is garbage. However you feel about it, you need to give people what they want in order to give them what they need. If you come out like, I'm going to give you marriage advice, nobody cares. No one wants your opinion on marriage unless you're successfully married for 40 years and you're a celebrity. Nobody cares. What people care about is what the stuff that they naturally already care about. And then once you're able to incorporate your message behind that, that's when you get amazing virality and people really care about what you're saying. And that's the golden idea trifecta. I know at this point in the video, I'm getting a ton of eye rolls from people, especially in like B2B business. Here's the thing. Don't take pop culture and trends only mean what is trending to the masses. There's also mini trends within niches. If you're a business owner, if you love the world of software, for example, there is an amazing pocket of Twitter that just talks about the most insane technology every day, all day. And just like there are trends and influencers in the rap industry, in the music industry, in sports, there's influencers and trending topics within certain industries and within certain niches. So what helps here, look up your specific industry and see what's trending in the news. For example, we were in the life insurance industry. So what Matt would do was he would interview people that were important in the life insurance industry. Those interviews and those videos wouldn't necessarily get a ton of views, but they would go viral within those tiny communities. You'll know this is working when your competitors are sharing your videos and your competitors are using your videos to train their employees. That's how you know this is going to work. Not only do they do that, but they also recreate your videos and they start stealing them. So don't write off this strategy just because you hear the word influencer. There's influencers in every niche. That is a case study on how I helped grow this channel from 16,000 to 296,000 in 2 years. You get those ideas down. Yes, have a good thumbnail. Yes, have a good title. But again, the reason I bring up the team is because that is the biggest thing. The right team will know how to do that for you. You shouldn't be worrying about that stuff anymore. You as a talent entrepreneur or founder needs to be focused on the business that you're running or your talent or your message. Everything else, you are robbing the world of your message because you don't want to outsource or you don't want to bring on a team to help. So the people's lives that you could be changing are not being changed because you don't have the team in place. And I personally think the number one way right now to change someone's life is by popping up in their algorithm and telling them something that they need to hear. The only reason I've seen some sort of success is because for some reason, Gary Vee, Patrick Bet-David, someone's video popped up on my timeline. I consumed it. And it opened up my possibilities to an entirely new world, right? I could be watching prank videos. I could be watching Mr. Beast videos. I could be watching whatever. The reason why I went down this path and the reason I'm passionate about this and YouTube and helping you guys produce media is because by relieving this pain right here, solving that problem, and connecting you to your audience, you change lives. You build businesses, you create jobs. I've seen it. I remember one person from this YouTube channel literally said that they were homeless for a bit. They were able to watch the videos on their phone. And within 6 months, they were employed and they had their own place again through the YouTube videos as a little source of inspiration. If you do not have a team or you do not know how to attack YouTube the right way, but you have an amazing message that the world needs to hear, and it's good. No OnlyFans, whatever stuff. I don't work with that. And it's good and it'll help people. I want to help you get your message to your audience. Please. Thank you so much for watching this. If you watched it till the end, please, please, please take some action on getting the right team in order, applying these tried and true methods that have worked for me. Grow your YouTube channel and help as many people out there as possible. Because the only way that society is going to get better is if the number one place in the world where everyone's attention is, which is social media, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, if your message is in there and you're helping people, you're making the world a better place. Yo, if you made it to the end of the video, I just want to say thank you so much for watching. If you're a business owner and you want more content like this that'll show you how to grow on YouTube for businesses, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button so you see more of this content in your feed, because I'm going to be dumping a lot more value just like this. And again, just a reminder, if you want the PDFs of the diagram that I was breaking down inside of this video, hit the link in the description where it says free PDF and I'll send it to you. And again, if you want me to build you an affordable, efficient, and money-making team that'll help you grow on YouTube, there's a video linked in the description. Go to that video, watch it. It'll break down exactly how it works. Thank you guys so much for watching. Bye.